I brought in the thermometer from outside. It was 102 when I brought it in, and it is getting down in about the mid 90s right now. It's probably going to hit about 90, 85 to 90 in a few minutes. It's nice and cool in the garage. The HVAC system puts out a little bit of cool air in here, a little hot air in the summer, in the winter. So it's kind of nice. And Pixie, of course, she goes in heat the hottest time of the year. I got to put these tank cars, they need to be switched over to Spreckles. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'll do that in the future here. It'll be part of this video, but it won't be done tonight. I'll film it tomorrow. You see things are still sitting in the same place. I don't get much switching done in the summer or work done. It's like this, the roundhouse. That's going to be a winter project when I make it a little bit shorter. As you recall, I chopped off the ends once before, and now I'm going to chop off this part. From here over, I'm going to cut, make it fit a little bit better, and get some putty and stuff to fill in all the cracks and all these boo-boos that I like to make. It'll make that look cool. I'm going to make that a solid brick wall on the rear end there, so makes this really helpful, so I'll know what locomotives are in the turntable roundhouse. I'll have to guess. Then, since I can't see past it, I have all these. Makes it simple. Just thinking about cutting up some fabric and hanging the chain link fence today, but I got busy rearranging the bedroom. I have locomotive 503. That's one of my SDP 40Fs, my Amtrak locomotives. I was test running it. It runs great. Still got to put my poles back up. Once I get done with all this construction, get the ballast in here between the rails and the ties, then I'll glue those things in, and they won't come back out again. They don't have a reason to. And Pixie has found herself a nice, cool place to lay down. Such a good dog. She's on day 3. She's got about 4 to 6 weeks if she goes in heat. It's always the hottest time of the year or the coldest time of the year. So, poor dog. She doesn't get to come inside. Not with us anyway. Like I said in my last video, Spreckles is down for the season, but that doesn't mean that they're not shipping bulk. They store a lot of sugar in the silos, and they ship a lot of bulk out in rail cars, and that's what I'll be doing along with molasses. I got to build some molasses tanks. That's what the black tank cars are for. They're for liquid sugar and molasses. So keeps my sugar mill going 24/7, 365. The boxcar sitting there is getting hand loaded with sugar in packages, 50-pound bags. I had to do that one time when I worked for Spreckles. And yes, it was 110 that day inside that boxcar. Very hot. You're hearing the 3197 over there purring. He's waiting for a green light. He ain't getting it tonight. Hey, let's check on the temperature in here. Where are we at now? Oh, we're down to 90. Looking good. Looking good. I'll finish up this video tomorrow. And we'll do some switching. So, hang tight. There'll be more to this video. Coming your way from Randy J. See you on the flip side, wherever that is. See you in a bit. Amtrak's got to pull up here to the station and wait for the SP to do their switching. They need to enter the yard, so the train is going to have to stop here short of the yard limit. And he'll go ahead and get passengers and refuel. In the meantime, 3197, it's going to pull forward. And we're going to drop off that covered hopper car over to Plastics Plant. Okay, we got to drop off the Crummy. I'm going to do that manually. Okay, now we got to shove the boxcar 2 spots back so I can spot the plastics car. Okay, the boxcar is at spot 3. Plastics hopper car is at spot number 2. Covered hopper car will be unloading its load here sometime in the next few days, and we'll pick it up when it's empty. Go pick up that caboose. Oh, Crummy. Okay, we've got the caboose. We're going to run over to the other side and set the caboose off and proceed into the yard limits. Okay, we're going to set the caboose off right here. Everything is lined up and ready to go into the yard. Here we go. You can see we are in the yard limits, waiting for our orders. In the meantime, Amtrak, he's got the clearance. My phone will stop doing that. He's got the clearance. And stops at the platform until we get our switching done. Okay, the tracks are lined and we're going to pull in here and get these tank cars. Okay, we have to realign the switches and do all of our switching work. We have 4 cars, and those 4 cars will not fit in that siding. So we'll do a little magic. Hang on, we'll crawl over to the other side of the layout and we'll do our switching. Okay, we're back. And we're going to continue our reverse move. Onto the number 1 main line. And you know, it looks like our train is going to fit in the siding. Look at that. So we can run around our train just as it is. So let's throw this switch back. Everything else is lined over here. Let's run around our locomotive, or run around our train. Sorry, it's a little bit early this morning. I'm not used to doing switching at this hour. And where's my train? There we go. Currently, it didn't uncouple. Let's uncouple it. Okay. Here we go again. Okay. Let's run around our train here. Our brakeman has already aligned these switches. You can see with the passenger train well out of our way, we can run as far down here as we can. Good shot of the steam generator port. This is a passenger unit. We're going to go ahead and back all the way down to that last switch down there and then run onto the main line. All the switches have been realigned for us by our trusty brakeman. He's riding the rear tank car now. Gonna let him off right now so he can throw that switch back when we get past it. He gets ready to throw it for us in the other direction. Then he'll walk over to the other switch and line us for the main, pick up our caboose, and then we're going to take a trip around the layout. These are number 6 turnouts I have on the main line. I'm using code 100 Atlas track and switches, except for a couple of picos here and there. I have a pico here, and I have one in the yard. Oh, no, derailment, derailment. Okay, we're waiting for the FRA. Our brakeman caused the derailment. He forgot to throw a switch in the correct direction. So, we're all ready for a drug test. Okay, all the trains are on the track again, and got a new crew. Here we go. We'll pick up that crummy. These tank cars are empty. They'll be loaded with liquid sugar and molasses here in a few days at the sugar mill. Well, that's pretty much it for now. Let's run this train around and we'll switch to sugar mill at another date. Enjoy, and we'll see you on the flip side.